Tensions between the United States and Iran are rising once again. Iranian officials have announced the beginning of what they call the third phase of the conflict, with the United States and Israel, while Washington is moving a powerful aircraft carrier strike group toward the region. The United States President Donald Trump has issued no warnings, and Tehran says it is ready to respond like never before. So what is happening right now, and how serious is this escalation? Background: according to Iran's Deputy Foreign Minister Qasem Gharibabadi, the current confrontation is part of a broader conflict that has unfolded in several stages. The first phase, he says, was the 12-day military confrontation with Israel last summer. The second phase involved mass protests inside Iran, which began in late December and spread even to regions traditionally loyal to the Iranian leadership. Now, Tehran claims a third phase has begun, one involving direct pressure from the United States and renewed military threats. On January 28, Donald Trump announced that the United States naval force, led by the aircraft carrier USS Abraham Lincoln, is heading toward Iran. Trump warned that if Tehran does not return to negotiations, the United States could carry out an even stronger strike than last summer. At the same time, the United States officials emphasize that Washington's goal is not war, but a new agreement that would prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. Iran's response was sharp. The Iranian mission to the United Nations stated that any new United States attack would be met with a response like never before. They also reminded Washington of the high cost of the United States wars in the Middle East, both financially and in human lives. The situation is complicated by the position of the United States allies in the region. Several key Gulf countries have reportedly made it clear that they do not want to be involved in a potential military strike against Iran. Meanwhile, intelligence reports cited by Western media suggest that Iran's government is facing its most serious internal pressure since the 1979 Islamic Revolution. Protests, economic problems, and international sanctions are all adding to the strain. There are several possible scenarios. One option is renewed negotiations, where both sides attempt to avoid a direct military clash. Another possibility is limited strikes or incidents that could quickly spiral into a larger regional conflict involving Israel and the United States allies. Any escalation could affect global oil prices, regional stability, and international security far beyond the Middle East. For now, the situation remains tense and unpredictable. Iran says it is entering a new phase of confrontation. The United States says it prefers diplomacy, but is ready to use force. The coming weeks may determine whether this crisis ends at the negotiating table or on the battlefield. What do you think? Is diplomacy still possible, or are we heading toward another major conflict in the Middle East? Leave your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for updates.